السلام عليكم. لا تنسوا الإعجاب بالفيديو والاشتراك في القناة تشجيعا لنا لنستمر بنشر المزيد إن شاء الله.
Today I will present to you the 4 pillars that prove the case for Jewish ownership of the land of Israel. The first pillar is the Bible. The Jewish people's rightful ownership of Eretz Israel, the land of Israel, is well documented throughout the Old Testament and beyond. The second pillar is history. The Jewish claim to the land of Israel is confirmed time and again, not just with Jewish history, but with the history of the world. The third pillar is the legal claim. Our rights to the land are codified in international law, including in the documents that founded this very body. And the fourth pillar is the pursuit of international peace and security. A stronger and safer Israel means a stronger and safer world. Let us discuss our first pillar of proof, the Bible. The Jewish people's right to the land of Israel is mentioned over a dozen times in the Tanakh, the Hebrew Bible, which includes the Torah, the Old Testament, the prophets, and the writings. In the book of Genesis, the very first book of the Old Testament, God says to Abraham, and I will read that in Hebrew. והקמתי את בריתי ביני ובינך ובין זרעך אחריך לדורותם לברית עולם, להיות לך לאלוהים ולזרעך אחריך, ונתתי לך ולזרעך אחריך את ארץ מגוריך, את כל ארץ כנען לאחוזת עולם, והייתי להם לאלוהים. This is the deed to our land. From the book of Genesis to the Jewish exodus from Egypt, receiving the Torah on Mount Sinai, and to the realization of God's covenant in the Holy Land of Israel, the Bible paints a consistent picture. The entire history of our people and our connection to Eretz Israel begins right here. It is not just the Hebrew Bible or the 15 million Jews worldwide that accept this right. Accepted across all 3 monotheistic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. The Quran itself accepts the divine deed of the Jewish people to the land of Israel. Mr. President, the second pillar is the history of the land of Israel and the Jewish people over the past 2 millennia. The Jewish kingdom in Eretz Israel comprised 12 tribes. The largest of those tribes, the tribe of Judah, lived in the area now known as Judea. You all know the words Jew and Jewish. Jew and Jewish come from Judea. This was the kingdom over which King David and King Solomon ruled. It was the kingdom with Jerusalem as its capital. It was home to the first temple, destroyed by the Babylonians in the year 1587 BCE, and the second temple destroyed by the Romans in the year 70 CE. When the Romans destroyed the Jewish kingdom, they sent our people into the 2,000-year exile that kept most of us, not all of us, from our land. Even the Romans themselves admitted the land was ours. Those of you who visited Rome may recall that Emperor Titus famously commemorated his victory and the Jewish explosion by building an enormous arch on the Via Sacra in Rome. If you look in the arch, it includes an illustration of his men carrying away the menorah from the Jewish temple. But even though the Romans knew that the land was ours and we belonged in it, they attempted to erase our age-old connection to the land by renaming it Syria Palestine. Why Palestina? They attributed it as as a southern province of the Syrian Empire. This is how the narrow strip of land in Eretz Israel, nestled between Egypt in the south and Lebanon in the north, came to be called Palestine. For the next 2,000 years, the land of Israel was conquered by the Crusaders, followed by the Ottoman Empire. But despite centuries of wars and conquests, the Jewish people never left. A Jewish community remained in Eretz Israel, the land of Israel, throughout this entire time. Although most of our community was forced into exile by the Roman Empire, we knew that someday we would return to our ancient homeland. For 2 millennia, Jews across the world continue to pray 3 times every day for our long-awaited return home to Zion, to Jerusalem. Mr. President, if the Jewish people's deep and ancient roots in the land of Israel are not sufficient proof, let us consider international law, the third pillar. In 1917, Lord Balfour, Britain's Foreign Secretary, issued a statement of British support for the establishment of, and I quote, a national home for the Jewish people. The Balfour Declaration designated this national homeland in Eretz Israel. In 1922, the mandate of the League of Nations not only states its support for the establishment of a Jewish national home, it encouraged and facilitated the return of Jews in the diaspora to our homeland. It confirmed, and I quote, the historical connection of the Jewish people with Palestine and the grounds for reconstituting their national home in that country. The UN partition plan called for the establishment of a Jewish state and an Arab state in the land of Israel. What we did, we accepted it, but the Palestinians did not. Instead of peace, they chose war and opened fire on the Jews. Our small, tiny, newly declared nation was suddenly under attack in 1948. On the last day of the British mandate, Israel declared independence and immediately was attacked by 5 Arab armies that joined the Palestinians, hoping to destroy it. Israel won that war, and the hope and future of the Jewish people was saved. The Arabs rejected opportunities for peace time and again. The 1937 Peel Commission report, the Arabs rejected it. The 1947 UN partition plan, rejected. The 1948 Israeli offer for truce, rejected. The 2000 Camp David summit, rejected. The 2001 Tabas summit, rejected. The 2007 Annapolis conference, rejected. The 2008 offer of Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Olmert, we are still waiting for an answer on that. The 2014 Secretary of State Kerry's peace initiative, Abbas chose Hamas. Today, the upcoming US peace plan, the Palestinians say it is dead on arrival. First, the Palestinians must accept and recognize the Jewish state of Israel. No Palestinian leader has ever said those words. Second, the Palestinians must end their campaign of incitement. Enough is enough. How can the international community expect us to make any concession to a leader who pays his people to kill ours?